What's up? Welcome back to the Metalhead Car Show. Today we are continuing our Ranking Cars in Pop Culture series. The first one we did was ranking the cars from the Cannonball Run movie. The second one we did was ranking cars from the Fast and Furious franchise. But today we are ranking cars from metal and rock music videos. Simple enough, cars used in music videos from rock and metal bands. Also, I just want to say this channel recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you all very much. The goal is to hit 2,000 by the end of the year, so if you're happy with what you see, stick around and let's get there together. But for now, let's get right into the video. Starting off in 5th place with the early 80s Chevy Malibu wagon used in Red Fang's Wires. So the premise of this is the band gets a check from their label to go make a music video. They use the first chunk of this check on the Malibu wagon, and the whole premise of this video is they get in the Malibu and they just go ram into shit on a runway. Obviously, don't do this at home. But they just go do nothing but smash shit up and have an absolute riot. And they actually have cameras in the cars so that they were actually doing this and had a blast doing it. This may be a fairly mundane car, all things said and done, but I'm putting it in because it's kind of the perfect car for the job. See, logically, you're not gonna go get a brand new Mustang or a Lamborghini to go smash into things, unless we're playing GTA. But the idea of getting a fairly worthless Malibu wagon that I think costs 600 bucks in the music video and using that to smash into things is perfect. I don't know if it was the star of the show, but it was a very important part of the music video. It was in the entire music video, and I think it was the perfect choice. I'm just putting it a little bit lower because it is a fairly mundane car, but nonetheless, it was the right choice. Next up in 4th place, the red Cadillac convertible from Avenged Sevenfold's Bad Country. Now, some people are going to hate that this is in 4th place, but there are some fairly good reasons for it. Now, on the positive note, I just want to say the idea of taking a road trip in a red 62 Cadillac convertible sounds awesome. And I think there are so many old men who would love to do this. Now, it's going a little bit lower because it's not the star of the show. Now, I'm not saying the car needs to be in every single shot of the video to make a really good impression on this list. But the car wasn't in that many shots, and the shots that it wasn't in were just super trashy early 2000s rock music video shots. Just dive bars and skanky women and nothing else. And eventually, going through backcountry, the Cadillac decides to grow bat wings halfway through the drive. Don't you hate it when that happens? But nonetheless, it would be an awesome road trip car, and that's why it's making the list. 3rd place, no one's gonna like this one, but the red Fox body Mustang convertible from Steel Panther's The Burden of Being One. Let's just start with, this car is a turd. It is a either 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder Fox body Mustang convertible made somewhere between 1987 and 1993. So if I'm acknowledging this car is crap, why is it making the list? Because it's perfect. See, the main character in The Burden of Being Wonderful has this complete delusion that he's as cool as everyone from Steel Panther, and that's just the life he lives. Waking up at 11:30, putting on his skin-tight pants, going to the strip club, and that's his day. And he does it all in his red Mustang convertible, despite likely being automatic and maybe making 100 horsepower Mustang convertible. And frankly, that's kind of what makes this perfect. This guy lives in complete delusion that he's as cool as he is, but that's also kind of the car. It makes no power, it's not fast, it doesn't look good, it's in terrible shape, much like the owner in the music video. If this ever gets to the actor, I'm not knocking you, I'm knocking the character. But if this character had like a 1971 Camaro RS with a gorgeous like metal flake paint job, or like an 86 Ferrari Testarossa, that wouldn't work for the character. It'd be way too nice for what he is. So having this Mustang that's also a complete turd and just such a shitty car works perfect for this. I don't expect many people to agree with that one, but I'm standing by it. In 2nd place, and I think a lot of people will likely agree with this, but Rob Zombie's Dragula coffin hot rod car. So the coffin hot rod used in Dragula was actually used in Munsters as well, And aesthetically, I don't think there's a more perfect car. It doesn't have standard headlights. The lights are lamps attached to the front end. It has the completely ridiculous intake manifold on it. It has the huge boxy roof on this tiny little car, all things said and done. And running it probably sounds amazing. See, with the Bird being wonderful, you could have done that like an Iron Duke Camaro or just like the worst 74 Dodge Charger. Backcountry, you could have used a Lincoln Continental or like a Ford Galaxy, but the Coffin Hot Rod was in every single way the perfect pick for the video. So since I don't have a single bad thing to say, why isn't it in first place? Well, despite it does have good screen time and it is perfect for the video, it's kind of plagued with that super cheesy green screen, which before you yell at me for that, I know why it's there. I know that's the aesthetic of the video. But it goes from that to the band playing in front of it and the two devil characters kind of running in front of it, which again looks so corny. Had more of this been done in kind of an open environment with a little effects with rain or fog or whatever, it might actually win. It might be in first place, but it's not quite there due to some of the effects around it. Bullshit, maybe, but here we are. And before we get to number one, I just want to say some honorable mentions. I didn't add these two songs in because I felt either the car it used wasn't in the video long enough to really be that relevant, or it didn't use one solid car. And the first one is Fuel by Metallica. There's a lot of really awesome cars in this, a lot of cool burnouts and drag racing, but there's not one car they focus on. And the other one is The Wicker Man from Iron Maiden. Now this didn't make it in because it's a super, super cool lime green 1970 Dodge Challenger, but it has collected like 20 seconds of screen time in the whole video. So as cool as it is, and as much as it was actually on the list at one point, it's not making it in. In first place, the 1979 Pontiac Trans Am used in My Chemical Romance's Na Na Na. So the vehicle of the Killjoys, set in this post-apocalyptic world and escaping the bad guy? Sorry, I don't know that much of the lore of the music videos, but I do know stuff about the car. So again, the car is a 1979 Pontiac Trans Am. It has the T-top, it has the shaker, it has everything. And this car was used both in the Na 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 video along with their Sing video. I'm just talking about Na 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 because I like the setting better and I like the song more. But for this post-apocalyptic desert, Fallout New Vegas sort of setting, I don't know if I can really pick a better car for the job. Something that's like an older muscle car, but not a super high-end muscle car, but also not trash. You're not going to use a Mustang 2 for this, or like a 77 Dodge Charger, but the Trans Am works beautifully for that. It also gets a lot of screen time. Much like the Coffin Hot Rod we mentioned earlier, this thing has such a cool design all over it, and it goes from stuff that the characters would have done themselves to like door panels they found from another Trans Am they got on. So it's the wrong color, but it all kind of fits in together. Little side thing, but if you play Forza Horizon 5, you can actually find all these graphics for the 78 Trans Am. I have it for mine. I've had it in Forza Horizon 3. I'm a fan and you can go find it. So due to it has a lot of screen time, I think it's the perfect car for the job. And I think the car just looks awesome. It's going in first place. So anyway, that's my list, but I want to know, what do you think? I don't want you to tell me what cars you think I missed, if I did miss any cars in your opinion, but I want you to tell me what songs they were so I can go look it up and at some point make a part 2 to this. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed what you've seen. I post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and I'll see you later.